Greetings audience, my name is Sack. Welcome back to my shack. Grab a snack, come on back and prepare your sims to get attacked. Are we live? Can you all hear me? So we're doing a reaction to the Life by You. Let me wait 1 second. Let me see if you guys can actually hear me or not. Because 1 second. Let me see if you guys can actually hear me or not. Cause yeah, loud and clear. Because I've started way too many live streams where my dumbass was not my mic was muted. But yeah, let's wait just a little bit for a couple of y'all to come in. Hey, wait, Adam, me man, no, girl, boy, you better have a shorter name than that. I cannot read. What is that? Adam me likes. Adami Manalix. Girl, that's a long I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Natalie, hey, your name is the same as my niece. Thank you so much. I got it died 2 weeks ago. Alright, so today we're reacting to the Life by You announcement, which is supposed to be a new life simulation game developed by Paradox, the same developers who created the Cities Skylines game, which was a very popular game, is a very popular game that took over Max's, well, SimCity. So this is supposed to be something of a life simulation where you can control characters. I've already watched a couple of minutes of this, and you know, at first I wanted to watch it on my own, but then I saw it was very interesting. I saw some really intriguing things that I wanted to react to on a live stream. So here we go. It is Adami Manuel, girl, Adami Man, girl, Adami Manuela. Adami Manuela. All right, got it. Welcome to the stream, you guys. Oh wait, that's no. I wanna. All right, let's get started. So, I'm gonna skip some parts here and there. Hey, sub, Sika. Sika. Did I pronounce it correctly? All right.
Answers.
Oops. Hey, Melody W. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Sorry that I'm vaping, by the way. Don't vape. But I started smoking cigarettes 10 years ago and I got addicted to nicotine, which sucks ass. So I had to vape to, like, you know, cut down the cigarettes a little bit, hopefully. So don't vape. Vaping sucks ass, okay? Do drugs instead. Shoot yourself up with... I'm just kidding. Don't do shit. Don't do drugs. Don't smoke. Don't do anything. Just play The Sims. Alright. You already vape, okay?
Hi,
That's fair. But if you don't vape, don't start.
Thank you so much for
All right.
joining us and welcome
Let's
to the Life
listen.
by You announcement show.
Creator, welcome to the stream. You're currently... Alright. Wait,
First off,
what is
be
that?
sure to drop all of your questions in the chat throughout the show.
Oh, that is weed. It's... Girl, it's illegal in here. If you smoke weed in my country, like... You get investigated by the CIB. They get your ass. They beat your ass. It's horrendous. So I would never smoke that in here.
We will be collecting them.
Sorry, let's get started.
Answer them in the coming weeks and months. Where can you find those answers? On our social channels at lifebyou_PDX, and we hope to see you there. For our show today, we have some team members who are here to show you different gameplay features.
Is there background noise, by the way? Because I do have my air filter on and I do have my fan on, so let me turn those off, you know, to make for better
a brand new trailer
hearing
to
experience.
show you some more of Life by You, and
Panamanian Coco, hey, welcome
finally,
to the stream.
which you might be very excited about, how you might be able to play Life by You. So be sure to
Glad to hear that
watch
it's
until the
legal
very
there.
end.
All right.
You might have been asking yourself, who is Paradox Tectonic? Paradox Tectonic is an experienced game development studio.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip because, you know, these things are you guys are probably not interested in that. So let's just hop into the gameplay. Let's see. I already saw this, by the way. Only the first 4 minutes. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, damn, okay, this is looking rough. You know, the graphics, I'm not feeling the graphics, you know. I'm not feeling how, you know, the camera is, stuff like that. But then you guys got to remember that this is very like early stages, it seems like, from the development. So this is only, you know, work in progress stuff. Probably it will be improved, refreshed, you know, be way better as they work more on it. So uh, first, you know, probably the priority when it comes to developing any video game is the coding and the functions and how the game is gonna act, what features there is in the game, what they can do, etc. And probably the graphics are not the first priority. So yeah, the graphics do look rough at the moment, but hopefully they will look better later on. September 12th, Paula Seed. What do you mean by that? This game is gonna release on September 12th? Really? Is that the release date? Oh, it is. Early access will begin on. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that is interesting. I thought that, you know, it's still years to come. That's interesting. Well, I hope, you know, there's only 6 months to go. I hope the graphics will be improved by then. Because to me right now, this looks like a game from like 2006. It's giving me Second Life graphics, and I hate those. I'm sorry. So let's hope those will improve. Anyway, let's continue and see the very, like, there are some impressive stuff that we need to see here, because I've seen like way too many things that I was like, wait, hold up, I need to react to this in live stream. Right. And this is something that intrigued me, is that there is a dialogue, there is a conversation, there is text. So I wonder how is that going to feel, to be like. And this is a part. Don't vape. Vaping sucks ass. Okay. This is where I start to feel the game better when I saw it from this angle. This looks way better than when it was zoomed out. Is this too loud? Yeah, so far it's given online game, like it's given Second Life so far. Not fun with that, but let's go into. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, so you can edit the whole entire world as you're playing this fast? Like, because in The Sims you have to enter each lot in order to place a lot, right? You can do it from, you know, the world view, but then you have to like have to wait for like the lot to be placed from the gallery and stuff like that. But it looks like in here all you have to do is click like 2 buttons and an entire house is going to be placed. So I wonder how's that gonna be like. Yeah, this is what intrigued me. Look what it says in here. So it says object mod creator, career creator. Wait, I'm going forward. All right. It says quest, career, mod creator, object creator, shop creator, item creator, event creator, conversation creator. Like, what are those? Like, are those tools that are going to be available within the game? Like, oh, you get to create your own careers, you get to create your own scripts, your own dialogue, your own events, your own mods. within the game. That's interesting. Quests, scripts, gameplay, recipe, skill trait, crafting, collectible, outfit, household, story, life. Okay. Like, what are those? Are those like outside? Like standalone programs, or is this within the game? Let's hear it, because I didn't watch.
Together.
All right.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
All right, where did I stop reading? It's so sick, but I don't like the game style, right? But it's not Final Software, so I hope it changes. Right, that's what we discussed earlier. Looks like The Sims Mobile, but with more perspective. Right, that's what we discussed earlier. Would you consider making mods for this game if it's actually good when it comes out? I think that will like the game. Okay, so when it comes to modding, I don't have any plans, but I believe that once Paralives come out, I will be interested in creating mods for Paralives. Because I like the game's aesthetics and everything, and the creator is very lovely, and they did mention multiple times that it's going to be very easy to create mods for Paralives. There will be like giving tools for modders to create like mods with ease, so that's very exciting. And probably I will be interested in creating for Paralives. For this, however, I'm still not sure. I'm gonna have to see how things go. You know, once it comes out, if I'm gonna play with it and see how the game functions, etc. If I liked it, then probably I will try to create mods. All right, I think that will like the game, probably, considering, you know, with The Sims 3 how everything lagged, but they have created games before, so I hope that they have knowledge when it comes to performance. Let me take a look at City Skylines, cause not free download. I didn't search that, by the way. It just somebody searched for it and it showed up. It wasn't me. I never wanted to download this mod for a game for free. I don't even have it. I'm not interested. I'm sorry, because I'm not into building cities. All right, so the graphics for City Skylines, I mean, it does look similar to what this game also have. Is it any better? Because to me it looks similar to what we saw in Life by You. And here's the thing, graphics, you know, when it comes to building a city, graphic is different than having to focus on characters like Sims, so we'll see. They explained this in the live stream. Keep going. Okay, so
that trailer together, so we played the game and we captured.
Here's where I stopped. I watched him talk for a little bit and then I interrupted him and I start to, hey Kizzy, welcome to the live stream.
We put it together.
We have a mod in the stream. Hey,
it's one of the most moddable and open life sims.
Yeah, and I think that's actually one of the things the community has been asking about the most is how open is this game? Rod, I think you're one of the best people to speak to that. Would you mind telling the community a bit more?
When we started making Life by You, open world was the center of our game design. And that's because Life doesn't have any loading screens, and we didn't want any loading screens either. So we wanted you to be able to move around your world and change how you play anytime you wish. So for example, if you've made a household and one person's at home, maybe cooking, one person's at work, one person's down the beach socializing, you can swap between them anytime. You just click on their portrait and the camera will pan. There's no loading screens between buildings, between the world, or at all. You just move it around.
Right, so that's similar to what we had in The Sims 3.
In addition, when you do select somebody, if there's any non-player characters around, you can take them over if you want. If you decide I want to play their life for a while or permanently, you can take them over, all of their memories, their relationships.
Right, that's very interesting. We did have a mod in The Sims 3 that allowed you to click on a sim and control them immediately. It was called NRAS, I believe, Master Controller. it allowed you to do this, and it was such an amazing feature. I love that feature.
Relationships, their love,
So that's
their
cool.
hates, their possessions, all of it is stored, and they're playing by the same rules you are. Finally, there's not much point in having an open world unless you can really enjoy it and explore it, and so we've got a whole bunch of transportation options.
They're like throwing shade at The Sims because they always have words that look pretty, but you cannot like interact with the objects. Just like in the Growing Together recently, I've seen a lot of simmers complain, and I've watched videos and reviews that, okay, the word looks pretty, but you cannot interact with anything. Everything is just a shell. You cannot interact, and that was very disappointing. So they're not throwing shade, like, I'm just saying it's something. I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm very stressed out because I have 15 cats as usual, so they're ruining my life, but I'm surviving. Look, Alisa. Wait, Kizzy, some competition for The Sims. Yes, I'm so happy that now companies are like coming out, like Paralives and this one, and like we're seeing a lot of, you know, life simulation games, because for like 20 years nobody did that for some reason, or somebody did, but it never blew up like The Sims. So I'm glad that there are some others doing the same things that The Sims are doing, because EA is way too greedy, and without competition they're never gonna, you know, improve whatever. So yeah, Lisa, welcome to the stream. Luke, oh my god, how have you been? Missing you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm doing all right, thank you. I hope you're doing well good as well. Waldo, do you stream somewhere you have all of this set up, but you almost never see it? I'm sorry, I don't know why this made me laugh. I'm sorry. Why is that funny? I don't know. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't. Yes, I do have like a setup. I do have, you know, possibilities to be able to do like live streaming. But no, I only live stream on YouTube. Like what? Like last time I live streamed, it has been like 3 months. Like ever since the incident happened and somebody like tried to kidnap me, I haven't streamed since. But yeah, I do have hopes that one day I will start streaming, because it's something that I love doing. But you know, let's focus for now on updating my mods and creating mods, but hopefully one day I will start streaming.
I love
All right,
cars, I love skateboards.
so I'm gonna watch more, and then I'm gonna read more chat. All right, so you know, you guys don't get bored of me just reading the chat.
We've also got motorbikes.
Oh, look at that. We have like base game cars, skateboards, bicycles, and walking. So that's interesting.
Bicycle, go anywhere that you want within the open world. In addition to that, you can click to move, so you can click anywhere you like in the world, and then your agent will drive there or walk there or jog there.
Agent? Wait, what?
You like it in the world, and then your agent will drive there or walk there or jog there.
Wait, what?
You like it in the world, and then your agent will drive there to move, so you can click anywhere you like in the world.
Your agent?
And then your agent will drive there or walk there or jog there.
I think that's what they're calling the characters, agents. That's
Or
interesting.
you can activate direct control mode. And you can personally drive by pushing forward either on the arrow key or
Oh! Oh, what?
if you want to plug in a controller, you can accelerate.
Wait a minute. That is cool though. Hold up. I haven't watched till this part. I stopped like a minute ago when I watched it on my own. There's controls. That is amazing. I love that. That is so cool. We had this in the Sims 2 console, where you could directly move your character, your sim, and but that's cool. This makes me, you know, wonder about some things.
Accelerate. It's a lot of fun driving in our world. You can also
Can you run characters over with the car? Is there collision? That's okay. So many questions. I hope, you know, we have answers, but I hope there's collision. If there's collision, that would be cool. Collision. If you guys don't know what collision means in a video game, it means that when one object touches another, the other object will, you know, react according to the person's physics, right? That's not in The Sims, unfortunately. Sims never had collision, so you know, if there's collision, so hopefully I don't know, we'll see.
Walk using direct control like you would with.
And by the way, there is a direct controls mod in The Sims 4, and I tried it. It's very cool, but unfortunately, it doesn't have you know, collision, because you know, the game doesn't have collision.
Like an action RPG, it's an over-the-shoulder camera.
It does, you know, test if there's a wall, the sim would stop. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
Freedom really helps explore the open world and enjoy all of the variety that you find within it. So when you see anywhere within the open world, like top of a mountain, the woods, the beach, you can just go there and you decide how you want to get there. You take your transportation of your choice. And of course, it being an open world, we want lots of things to do. And so we've added spawnables and collectibles.
Okay.
We've got a whole editor that enables you to add your own. But by default, when you
what does that mean? Like, you get to choose which objects you want the spawnables to create? That's interesting.
Load up the game, you'll see that we've got seashells, archaeology, a whole bunch of spawnables out there for you to discover and collect. So that's what we mean by open world. It really is all-encompassing. And all of the game systems use open world. None of it uses rabbit holes. It's all running all the time. And
oh, wait, what?
None of it encompassing. And all of the game systems use open world. None of it uses rabbit holes. It's all running all the time.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, okay, so basically you can enter any location in the world. So if your games goes to work, character go to work, you can see inside the workstation. If you go to a mall, you can see inside the mall. If you go to a shopping, you can see inside the shopping. I'm sorry, I keep bumping into the microphone. That's probably annoying. That is interesting. Here's the thing. I don't mind rabbit holes sometimes, because some things are better to be a rabbit hole. So, you know, also that's gonna have a major, like, you know, impact on the performance. So I wonder how's that gonna be like.
And it's not only open spatially, it's also open in terms of time. You can time skip forward a decade if you want at the click of a button.
Wait, what?
So that's what we mean by open. Time skip forward.
Skip to morning a week from now? What the hell?
Decade if you want at the click of a button. So that's what we mean by open world. It's
what the how? What? Why is that a feature? Why is that a feature? It sounds very strange to be in this kind of game, because if you skip a week, there's like 100 other characters in the world. What is that gonna do to them? What if they died during the week? What if, you know, they had a baby? How's that gonna work? I don't know.
In terms of space, in terms of gameplay, in terms of game system, and in terms of time. And we really hope that you're going to like it.
Thank you so much, Rod. That was really, for me, informative as well. I think one of my favorite things is that you can control anyone at any time.
Thank you, Rocio. Yeah, it reinforces the sense of freedom that we wanted to give players.
Yeah,
there should be no barriers and no friction between the kind of game that you want to play and the kind of world that you want to create.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And speaking of creating, we have a lot of builders who are watching right now, and I think
not me.
You'll be excited to see our next segment. We have our
cannot
senior
build
game
to
designer,
save my
Hannah,
life.
who's actually going to walk through some of our build tools.
That's how exciting.
All right, let's see.
All right, before we hop into Anna,
I am Hannah.
Hannah, let's discuss a couple things. Let me read the chat first, because I like to read the chat and I don't want it to become unreadable. So last thing that I read was the one about the YouTube. All right, so Adam, yeah, look, I hope you've been well. I've been a fan since you started creating mods. Oh, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the stream. And I hope you'll keep enjoying my mods that I am creating. Lisa, don't stay away so long. Girl, I try, but life is so stressful, especially with 15 cats. Paula, yeah. Kizzy, 50. Yes, 15. Unfortunately, 15 cats. My life is destroyed. I am destroyed. I am no longer a human being. I have lost all sense of reality. And my life sucks ass. Because 15 cats in one house, it's a disaster. It's girl, like a lot, like so much of why I like started to take longer breaks and a lot of things why I slowed down mod creating is because of how many cats that I have. They have control over my entire life and I can't do anything about it. There's like in my country I couldn't find a place for adoption. It's not easy. It's not like, oh, sorry, I keep, god damn it, let me put it farther. It's not like I can like call 911 and be like, hey, I have, you know, 15 cats and I want to place 12 of them for adoption. Can you come pick them up? There's no such a thing. And there's no place that I can safely put them and ensure that they're gonna be happy. So they're gonna stay here until I lose my goddamn mind and I go crazy. And then, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Anyway, Lisa, oh, I love cats. My kitty is oh, girl. Well, hey! You guys didn't see that, thankfully. My camera was covering, but I did get a notification about PayPal, you know, revealing some information. Why would you do that? The fuck? Okay. Hello to your cat. I hope he or she is having a good time. It's the Babes effects. Better EA up. Yes, with competition, hopefully they're gonna behave now. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the last stream. Yeah, girl. I see, like, the amount of times that I cried on live streams is embarrassing. And here's the thing, the reason why whenever I face a traumatic situation, I jump on a live stream and I start crying on the live stream is because I live alone, right? There's no one here. So whenever I face a traumatic situation, I want to vent and there's no one to vent to. So the easiest way for me is to come and talk to you guys and vent to you about what's happening. And thankfully every time it does help me feel better after every live stream. So thank you so much for being here in the tough times. And I'm sorry for always coming with a traumatic story, crying on the live stream. It's just too much at this point. But yeah, thank you so much. Love the hair. Thank you so much. I am glad that you like it. Someone tried to kidnap you? Yeah. I don't want to talk about it now, but a crazy story. Hopefully there's a base game weather. Oh, did we see game weather so far? I don't think so. We only seen sun. Oh, Coachella, sunnies. All right. You're my favorite streamer that never streams. That's nice. Citoris. Oh, Sacrificial. It's been a while. Hey. Welcome, Citoris. Long time no see. I'm glad you're. Thank you so much. Happy to see you here. Wait. What happened to the cuss at end? The so much blood mod. The so much blood mod is just a concept. It's not something that I was releasing, but you know, it was just something to show you something that I've learned with Python. But with the curse, with the cussing and stuff, this is supposed to come to the extreme violence. Hopefully in this update, though, I'm not really happy with how it's currently functioning. I want to improve on it before releasing it. So if it doesn't come in this update, hopefully in the update afterwards. And it's taking a lot of time, unfortunately, because of my cats. Like I think I slept for like 3 hours yesterday because my cats were going crazy and they kept waking me up. So anyway, the villain arc is awakening. Which one? Hey, keep going. All right, I'm trying, but hey, let me read all the chat really fast and then we're gonna continue. We have to consider that these people are talking to the investors. Never believe it until you see it. Which people? You mean? I think that those two are developers. If you, he's a talking head C, just saying random stuff to get everyone hyped. Well, here's the thing: they can't really talk random stuff. They have to prove that they have the, you know, a game developer. Sorry. Oh my, you guys. This is like the 10th time that I bumped the microphone. I'm so sorry about that. They can't just talk bullshit. When they're a big company, they have released video games before. So when they say something, they better own up to it. They better have proof about it. So hopefully what they're saying is true. You know, it's not just some random creator that showed up out of nowhere and, you know, started a GoFundMe for a video game or something. No, you know, there's some people who actually have video games released and hopefully we can trust them. We'll see though. We'll see. Hey, Exy. Is it Exy or Lexi? Hello, welcome. I think this feature is for changing the dynamic of the town, etc. Which feature? I missed. Okay, at least you have your own place. Almost impossible to get a place for the reasonable price in the US. Yeah, it's an apartment. And thankfully, I'm able to afford it because of y'all's support. So thank you so much for that. I just finished by cleaning my cat's litter box and I only have one. So 15 is... Yeah. I also did that before I started the live stream. I have 3 cat litters, not just one, and I clean all of them at once. I clean the 3 at once, refill them, stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Almost done. I'm sorry. Now you're going to turn into the crazy cat lady. Absolutely. I've turned into the crazy cat lady at the age of 29. It has a Second Life vibes because if I'm right, he worked there, and also at EA. Ooh. Oh, is this the guy who worked at EA? I didn't know that. He also worked on Second Life. Interesting. We're here to listen to you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. All right, Smile, we love you. I love you guys too. Thanks so much. I'll use your mods. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I do recommend also checking out other mods because there are some really good mods out there. I hope everything gets better. Thank you so much, Simplatier. No pressure. Look, take your time. Thank you. I love your hair. Thanks so much. I got it done about 2 weeks ago. Thank you. This guy here produced The Sims 3. Oh. Wait, there are so many like different, like did he make The Sims? Wait. Did he work on The Sims 3 and The Sims 2 and Second Life? Interesting. Love your mods, been using them since... Oh, thank you. My Sims 3 mods are a disaster compared to my Sims 4. They're so bad. The animations are hilarious. They're so stiff. But thank you. Yes, Hacking, I love you. Hey, Sogo Osaka, thank you. Thank you, love you too. Marcelo Avier. Hi, friend. Hey, sup, dude? Sup, mate? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, let's keep going.
All right,
sorry.
Let's see.
Hi, I'm here.
Wait. Is this only the top chat or is it everything? Because moderation activity, what? All right.
Hannah, I'm
No,
a
I think
senior
so.
game designer working
Hi,
on
Hannah.
Life by You, and now I'm here to talk about the lot and region editor tools.
I've seen her before. Where have I seen her before? Where have I seen her? I'm not sure. But she's
The lot editor tool allows players to create and edit pre-existing lots.
Ooh.
This means any lot from
Oh, so like it's the same like uploading something to the gallery. Interesting.
the beach to the public buildings to the homes to the businesses that we provide you are editable, or you can create your own versions of all of these. The region editor tool allows you to move around all the lots in the game. So if you have a few you like and want to clump them together in a little neighborhood, that is fair game. If you're just clump them together, all the lots in the game. So if you have a few you like and want to clump them together in a little neighborhood, that is fair game. If you're just tired of driving to work and don't want to anymore, you can move your office right next door.
Oh.
All the lots in our game.
That's my kind of gameplay. Also, you cannot see that, but my microphone is like Smoking. Wait, is it smoking? Is it burning or is it from the vape? There's smoke coming out of. I think it's from the vape.
Were created using these law editor tools, and I use the region editor to create the 2 neighborhoods that you'll see in game. And
whoa, that is so interesting. Look, like you. Whoa. You can move lots like freely. What?
I'm most excited to see what players are going to do with the things that we give them.
That looks so interesting.
As building blocks. And I'm especially excited to see what players will build from the ground up and make their own.
Thank you so much for that, Hannah. And I really love that she went
I like the staff, by the way. They seem so nice.
into how the world really becomes your oyster here.
Yeah, I love our build tool. It's so much fun making all your little houses. And of course, you can place them wherever you like in the world. You can make businesses as well as homes. And also our wool tool enables you to add people. And people talk. And we have full real language conversation in our game, which is pretty exciting.
And you can tell your own story. And let's hear about
Interesting. Full. So they speak English.
how you can tell your own story from senior game designer Gabriel. Throwing it to you, Gabriel.
Hey, I'm Gabriel, and
Hey,
I'm a senior
sup,
game
mate?
designer for Life by You. Throughout development, a lot of my focus has been on designing the gameplay for the conversation system. It's been a lot of fun to
Conversation system.
work with the team
Interesting.
to create something that we feel is not only innovative, but fresh to the genre. So in Life by
Okay.
you can talk to anyone and anyone can talk to you. Conversations is one of the ways in which you can build relationships with the characters in your world. But what's really interesting about this feature is that all the conversations are being generated based off of your unique situation. So who you're talking
Okay.
to, where you're talking to them, and the type of relationship you have with that person, these are all getting factored into how that conversation
Ooh.
unfolds. What this does is it creates a gameplay system that is emergent in storytelling and allows for no 2 conversations to ever be alike. There are countless choices and thousands of unique lines of written dialogue. So you really get to choose how you respond in any of these situations. Almost every choice will affect the relationship in some way. So whether you want to be flirty or friendly or antagonistic, you
Ooh.
really
Your room is disgusting, just like you. What the fuck? Girl, chill down. What the hell? God damn. How did I end up with a weirdo roommate? All you do is lie around. Girl, chill the fuck down. Holy
have the
shit.
ability to steer the conversation.
Damn, that. You know, we've been seeing cool stuff so far, and then all of a sudden your room is disgusting just like you. What the fuck?
in the direction that you want to take it, as well as the
Okay.
relationship. One of my favorite things to do is to eavesdrop on the humans in the world.
Oh, hi, I'm Brandon. Haven't seen you here
I've been
before.
working on this game for a
Interesting.
while now, and I'm constantly surprised at the conversations that are happening uniquely in the world. I think this is going to open up a lot of opportunities for creative play.
Interesting. So you can like move the camera to set characters. You can see what they're talking about.
Emergent storytelling.
Interesting.
We really want you to be able to tell your own stories through this system, and we are just scratching the surface of what is possible. I can't wait to share more with you in the near future.
Lovely.
Thank you so much for that, Gabriel. That was really fun to watch.
I
too.
know. I love our conversation system. And I love the way it hooks into social relationships, how it really impacts gameplay.
Yeah.
So you can annoy people, you can develop friendships with them. But of course, because it's Life by You, we didn't want to stop with just our conversations.
not
We
at
went a step further.
Yeah, we want to see you modders. And there's actually a whole conversation creator, which let's throw it back to Gabriel for this because he's our resident expert on this. Back to you, Gabriel.
Wait,
Gabriel for this because
What did
there's
you
actually
say?
a whole conversation creator.
Oh,
Back to you, Gabriel.
conversation creator.
Hey, Gabriel here again, senior designer for Life by You. I was given the opportunity to help design the workflow for creating conversations using the conversation creator. We knew from the very beginning we wanted to create a real language conversation system, but it was an extremely ambitious idea. So we needed a tool that would allow us to create a lot of choices and dialogue quickly. But not just
Okay.
that, we wanted to be able to share that tool with the player. With the conversation creator,
Oh, hold up. I'm seeing nods. Nods. Interesting. A. Update friendship. A. Update romance. Chat hub. All mods. Business coworkers. So wait, what is that? What is this?
Creator, you can create your own dialogue and tell your own stories. The same tools that we're using to design the gameplay for conversations, we're making available to you, the player. You can edit existing lines of dialogue or create entirely new ones. For those of you who like to write and make a lot of dialogue options, we have a tool that allows you to bulk edit and import your content.
Oh,
and the best part is,
boy, that is...
you get to share this with the community so people can play you.
Oh! Sorry, that's so loud. Oh, that is very interesting. So I can just, you know, open the gallery or whatever they help and be like, okay, search for, you know, curse words, and then upload, like download somebody who has uploaded their curse words, and then you can choose them to curse your characters.
Or stories. The dream has always been to collaborate with the player.
Because I'm not a writer, girl. I don't know how to write stuff.
And to be inspired by what they make. The Conversation Creator is a powerful tool that's going to allow you to tell your own stories and share that with the community. I am beyond excited to see what the community creates and where they take this content.
Oh, you're gonna be surprised. Like, we're gonna be seeing some wild ass stuff on the conversations. We'll see. Like, girl, you gotta a fat ass. Let me slide into your DMs. Let me get that ass. You know.
Thank you so much.
How's that gonna be filtered, by the way? I wonder. Like, is there gonna be profanity filter? Because what if people, you know, read in some really dark things that shouldn't be seen by a human eye, you know?
I love feeling inspired by your own tools.
Me too, me too. I love our conversation tools. I love the fact that you can batch import, and I really love the drag and drop and the branching editor, so you can visually see it as you're crafting
what you're doing. Exactly.
And then you can share them with your friends.
Yeah.
Because we're the most moddable life sim.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't just stop at conversations, which is one thing I appreciate. You can actually edit objects in our game. And let's actually throw it to Hannah again. She's going to talk us through our object editor. Back to you, Hannah.
Guys, hear that shit? Why you gotta be so loud?
Hannah.
Hey, it's Hannah again, and now let's talk about the object editor tool.
Noisy ass neighbors.
You can add, change, or attach functionality to any of the objects in game with this tool.
Ooh.
If you want to go deep with it, you can create your own scripts with the script.
All right, so these are the interactions, rummage and put away.
Editor, and add those onto objects.
Cool down. Wait. Deal with trash. Practice skill. Ages. Oh, we have ages in here. From a baby to an elder. Interesting. Rate of needs increase. Interesting.
If you just want to mess around and break the rules a little bit, you can do so. An example of this would be if you want to use
I'm sorry. I'm so paranoid. I keep feeling like my neighbors are spying on me, even though like the things are like almost all the way down, but I feel like they keep standing here and looking, but they don't. But it's such a paranoia that I always deal with. So right now I feel like they're standing outside the kitchen, but they at the kitchen. Did I say kitchen? They're standing outside the window when they're not. Yeah, no, there's no one. But I'm always constantly paranoid about this. Why you gotta be so loud? Oh,
use a flower bush as a
they got
toilet.
smacking them fucking car doors.
You can just move those toilet interactions onto that flower bush using this editor, and then you've got a flower bush toilet.
Wait, what? Hold up.
You can just move those toilet interactions onto that flower bush using this editor, and then you've got a flower bush toilet. We use these editors to...
That is cool. That is so cool. Now live on your channel reacting. Wait, why did you give me a notification for my own live stream? Oh my god. So you can turn any object into whatever you want. That is so cool. That is very cool. So you can turn a trash can into a fridge just by editing a couple of things. It's not, you know, it's not restricted to, okay, a bunch of trash cans, they have to be used as a trash can. You can use a trash can however you like. A toilet, a fridge, that is cool.
To create everything in the base game, and we wanted to make all the tools available to us as designers available to you as players. We'll be showing off more creator tools in the coming months, including a model editor that will allow you to change the look and feel of some of these objects.
Thank you so much for that, Hannah.
I love Hannah.
Of some of these
She seems like such a sweet
Thank
person.
you so much for that, Hannah. The flower bush toilet gets me every time.
It's pretty funny, and I'm sure that members of our community will come up with even more amusing gameplay modifiers. What's great about it is every 3D object that you see, you can entirely modify.
Yep.
You can use our visual scripting language, and you can add your own gameplay.
Interesting.
In fact, we are shipping with the game all of the tools built into the game that we use on the dev.
That is amazing. So basically, you don't even have to install a mod for doing a lot of things. You can open the gallery and download like modified objects as mods, but inside the game. That is cool. That is amazing. I love that. Let me read the chat. Chat time. Chat time. Okay. Let me put a little candle. Like candle. All right. So where did I finish off? I think it's quite good when Sims finally get a competitor. EA and Maxis have almost completely ignored their community, have for years ignored the wishes of the community and really ripped us off. Couldn't agree more. And that's all EA's fault, because the Sims team has to please EA. Basically, they have to do whatever they ask in order to keep the Sims alive. So thankfully we're gonna get a competition, because here's the thing, like EA makes billions of the Sims, like billions of the Sims, but I believe allegedly that they only like put a few of that money into the actual development of the game. So like the Sims, let's say, okay, it made 6 billions. Okay, we're going to spend only 100 million in the entire development of the Sims. The rest, like the 5, 9, whatever rest of the money, oh, we're gonna work on Call of Duty, we're gonna work on FIFA. Like, bitch, that's annoying. So thankfully, now that we have competition, EA is gonna be like, okay, let's stop. We need to spend more money on the Sims because we have competition, y'all. Stop, let's not cut features. Let's give the players what they want, because players are not playing the game anymore. They're competitors. Let's put more millions into this game. So yeah, they should have made up language like the Sims. Those text bubbles will get repetitive. Well, they won't, because you know we talked. I think you commented that even before we said what they said was say. But you know, players are gonna be able to create a lot of it, so it's not gonna be hopefully repetitive. That's cool. Yeah, the conversation thing. Should have put some kind of advanced AI in the game that creates unique conversations. The average user doesn't feel like doing all that writing. Yeah, but you can download stuff. Thankfully, because I'm not a good writer. I don't know, not, you know, so it'll be fun to download what other people are saying. One of them would walk up and say, suck my Yep, exactly. Yeah, you hear the neighbors. It's annoying. Hopefully there won't be dark stuff. All right. That's, I believe, when I talked about the dark stuff. Do you live in the ghetto? Yeah, pretty much. My neighbors are so fucking annoying. They have so many kids. Like, I've never seen a neighborhood have so many kids. Like, there are literally around like 40 kids in the neighborhood that come out at once, and they make the loudest noise ever. Now, today is cold, so they're not outside. But when the weather is better, and it's like, especially on the weekends, they're so loud. They scream, they hit stuff, they yell. Girl. Toddler playing in trash would be accurate. Yep. Oh, I wonder if you can make them eat something as a consumable. Like, okay, I want this trash to be considered as a plate of food, so then they can pick it up and eat the trash. That would be interesting. Wish real life was that easy, right? She does. I think you're commenting on Hannah being nice. This looks so good, but I need to know how much money it's gonna be though. $40, so Zena Grandi says. Sims 4 base game, I believe, was 60 at launch, but then now it's free. Problem is that EA is now trying to find an alternative with Curse Forge as they get money. What does that mean? They're trying to find an alternative? An alternative for The Sims? What? I'm still sour how they looked at changing table behind a pack or infants. They're so dirty for that. Yep. I was not. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about infants or the infants updates. To me, the infants and toddlers are very similar to each other. I wanted that the babies in the crib to be able to come out of the crib, not, you know, in the bassinet. I mean, to be able to come out of the bassinet and not have another life stage. I wish they freed the babies from the bassinets and also added the infants features to toddlers. So toddlers, instead of being able to walk, they would start crawling and stuff like that, and then they can walk, you know. So they mix the infants and toddlers into one life stage, but improve on the basins. But how is it pronounced? How to pronounce bassinet?
Bassinet.
Bitch, what? No.
Bassinet.
No, that's really?
Bassinet.
I don't believe that. I do not believe that. No. I was saying bassinet.
Bassinet.
What?
Bassinet.
Okay, girl. Bassinet, whatever. Alright, whatever. Yeah, but it was dirty. I was not expecting them to put the changing table to be exclusive to the growing together. I was like, what the hell? I expected like all of these to be base game, but growing together is gonna have like, you know, some not monumental things, you know. Bassinet. Thank you. Oh, Wicked Sims. Hey, thank you. Things are good. I'm better. Thank you so much. I hope you are as well.
To make
I said it right. I hope so. My infants came through the portal of hell itself, the forms they take. Oh, I've seen some really interesting looking infants glitching out. That's right. Interesting. Bassinet. Okay. All right. It's true, Suzanne. All right. I'm gonna continue, and after that, I'm gonna read from where Sartorius.
the game, including the quest editor. We've got the skill editor. Oh,
Okay.
we got a lot.
Don't worry, we're gonna show you a bunch of these editors in the future. We've really only scratched the surface. We hope to give you all of the tools to basically run free, you know, and be as creative as you need to be.
Yeah, we just want to give you the keys to your creative world and to express yourself with the freedom however you like.
Yeah, and definitely stay tuned for more information about all of this. We're looking out for our mod community, and we're so excited to share more. Now,
I appreciate that. I'm glad that they're considering mods and modders. And I'm gonna talk about this at the end because I
for the
don't know.
moment you've all been waiting for. How can you get Life by You?
Life by You is available for pre-order now on the Epic Game Store.
Oh.
Pre-order, you get...
Oh, and the Epic Games? It's exclusive for the Epic Games? Interesting. And it's available for pre-order? Early access September 12th.
Life Begins pack, which includes a vintage scooter.
Pre-order exclusive, a scooter, and a couple of outfits and art pieces.
Pack, which includes a vintage scooter that you can customize any way you like, a fashion pack, a decor pack. You get the full version of the game when it's released, and you get early access later this year.
Early access. Why early access? Here to talk more about this is Amanda, COO of Paradox Tectonic. Can you tell us a little bit more?
We've been working on this game for a really long time. The core mechanics are there, and we have some really fun and innovative...
CEO? She looks young for a CEO. I mean, no offense, but in my mind, CEOs are old.
...features, as you've just heard.
Interesting.
Life simulation fans have been waiting for a game like this for a really long time, and you won't have to wait much longer. We want to get the game in the community's hands as quickly as possible to start iterating on their feedback and to prioritize the content and features that matter most to you.
And as a community manager, I'm personally so excited to hear the community feedback and see what creations they make. There's just so many possibilities.
Yeah, life is a really big topic, and it's really only limited by your imagination.
Yep.
There's so much to explore, and there's so many perspectives to life. We realized early on that this was too big of a topic for any game team to ever fully explore on their own. So we knew we had to empower and foster a community of modders and creators to really expand this game. This is a really huge game, and we can't wait to see what you make with the tools that we provide and what you think of the tools.
It's fantastic to hear the why, but now we should get to the what. What can players expect during early access?
Yeah, we want to be really transparent here. Many of the core mechanics are in place, and there's already a ton of fun gameplay and content. You can already live many of the key moments in life.
Yeah, absolutely. And just leading up to this, what is the team working on?
Yeah, well, over the next several months, we'll be continuing to add content based on your feedback, and we'll continue to add depth to critical systems such as, you know, for example, the conversation system and many others.
All right.
And we will continue to polish the visuals.
Okay.
And
I was going to ask.
Fixing bugs.
Yep. And like you said, read feedback. As a team, we really care about that.
Yeah, we know that it's really important to give ourselves the flexibility and the time to act on that feedback and integrate it into the game. Early access games are not complete, and they will grow and...
Well, I'm gonna reply really quick. $40 for early access. Well, they're gonna give you the full game though. That's what they said. So you pay $40 for the early access, and once the game fully comes out, you don't have to pay for it. You're gonna unlock the full game. That's what he said, right? He said that you get to get the full game on release once you pay for the early access.
Evolve over time, and we're looking forward to releasing.
So it's a one-time payment.
Really solid full release.
Yeah, we're so lucky to be able to lean on our community during our early access, and we're excited to share a bit extra with those who join us on the early access program. As a reminder, if you pre-order now, you receive the bonus Life Begins pack on the Epic Games Store. Plus, our first 100,000 early access players will be invited to our private Discord server, where they can bring us feedback directly, get behind the scenes looks, and more. So make sure to pre-order now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out on all of our social channels for more information.
All right.
That's at lifebyou_PDX.
Anything else? All right, and that's the same trailer that we saw earlier. Interesting. Interesting, very, very interesting. Thoughts before I read the chat again? It looks promising. I like that they are giving full customization options, that's something that always makes any video game better, is when you get to create whatever you like inside the game, because it keeps it alive. So even if they stopped working on the game, let's say maybe 5-10 years from now, the game would be still alive by players. Players will be still making stuff for the game, and that's really cool. So, you know, let's look at Mario Maker, for example. The game has so many levels and so much fun because the players get to contribute in creating the game. So they create levels, you get to play the levels, and you know, it's a never-ending experience. You can play how many levels, you know, however many levels as you want. So this is similar to that. They are giving you almost full customization options for everything. You get to, you know, customize whatever you like, and that's very interesting. It does need polishing though, so I you know, let's see how this is gonna turn out in September. I probably will end up checking it out if I wasn't murdered or like some shit happens, because my life, okay, I'm sorry. All right, anyway, let me read the chat, and then I'm gonna talk about a couple more things about Power Lives and about mods and stuff like that. So yeah, so I stopped at Citorius. Right, I think they realized that many CC creators are on the Sims resource and or have hidden their CC behind Patreon or paywalls. I see, and they have seen that some of the CC creators get real money and try to create portals, CurseForge, where they always earn a certain percentage. Ooh, interesting. They do? I haven't like uploaded anything to CurseForge. I might, but I don't know how it works. Do you pay on CurseForge? And does some of that money go to EA? I didn't know that. That's very interesting. She lied. Who lied about what? She lied? Glad to hear. Thank you. It's the second one. I'm sorry, I'm confused. I read that was something earlier. Sir, I'm writing, so it's fine. It's alright. You can write as much as you want. I love the interactions in the chat. That's why I go live instead of uploading a video. So thank you, I appreciate that. Wait. Looks like Epic is funding them. Interesting. Yeah, because it seems to be an exclusive to Epic, so probably they want, you know, to keep it on Epic, so they probably paid them. Maybe, I don't know. How much? 40 for early access. You're right. Remember when the Sims 3 had pre-order goodies? Yeah, I do remember. Even though I've never been able to get one of them. What did we have of a pre-order? Let me see, I forgot. Sims 3 pre-order bonus. Origin pre-order. Limited time only. Sims outdoor living stuff. Oh, that's something. That's a whole pack, not just, you know, a couple items. Interesting. Includes quantum power pack. Right. All right. Have they even talked about character customization? No. Yeah, they have shown a couple of things in create a character thing, right? I saw like color jacket thing. Where was it? All right, this is the drive-in.
Take your. That's what we mean by open. A decade.
They did show something.
Talking to them.
And it
asking yourself,
didn't look appealing visually. By the way, is this multiplayer? Is there multiplayer in this game? Or is it only single player? I don't know. They showed some character customization. Yeah, we'll find out more. They said in later videos. Hopefully, we gotta learn. Let me subscribe real quick. Let me like the video because I like the team. They seem nice. I'm about to pay like almost 300 in my currency. Oh, wait, it was. Is it 40 euros or dollars? Or... Oh, you mean your... What's your currency? I literally stopped spending my fun money just for this game. The Sims, you mean? No more other games. Books, restaurant, dining. Oh. Wait. Yeah, you don't have to pay for a full game if you bought EA. Early access results in full game. Better pre-order for that Discord access. Wait. First 100k early access player. Oh, private server. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Interesting. Wonder what goes in the Discord server. You're gonna get some secret, you know, tools that nobody has access. No, that would be insane. Better pre-order, yeah. Also in early access you get to contribute your own feedback and suggest, yeah. Sims, yeah, like with the Sims 3. Learned my lesson about pre-ordering from Ubisoft and EA. Right. Early access period is estimated to be for a year beginning in September this year. I haven't had... Interesting. I haven't had to pay for anything yet on CrossForge so far. I see. I still don't know how it works. Do you remember something where their portal where you can buy stuff for real money about the launcher? I think it's... Yeah, I do. There was like the Sims, what was it called? Marketplace? No. Store. Sims Store. Yeah, and they would show like, that was so annoying, the Sims 3. Like they would show objects that you had to pay money for in real life to unlock in the game. But they would shove it up your face so much. But thankfully there was an option to turn that off, so I could do that. Haven't had to pay for anything. Alright. And you can still purchase early access on Steam just later. Oh, I see. The beach looks gorgeous. I hope I have an Alien Paradise. Well, if this game does good, then we probably are going to start getting expansion packs and stuff like that. Sims 3 Star, thank you. The animations as it is might annoy me eventually unless they sort it out or have some nice CC mods. It might have to give this one a miss. It was the worst in Sims 3, but I think it will come back in the Sims. Oh, I hope not in the Sims 5. Let me see the beach again. Where was the beach? I can't get over this. Your room is disgusting, just like you. My god. Alright. Beach. Oh. Oh, look at that. That looks stunning. The beach itself, the water textures. Not the mountain though. The mountain needs some working. Interesting. The best thing EA can do at this point, remaster, optimize The Sims 3. I think players are more fond of The Sims 2 though. I wish we had, you know, like more things we can do, like maybe open world, visit stuff like that, you know. Sim 3 have good CC creators though, so all is forgiven for me anyway. Yeah, I downloaded so much Sim 3 CC. And also of course Sims 4, but also Sims 3. Imagine there can be happen a mod virus incident like with the Sims 3 doll. Oh my god. Girl. Hopefully, let's hope not. I've heard about that. I've seen it on Plumbella's channel where she talked about it. Maybe the game will have toggles turned on something like Sims 2. We'll see. Alright, let me talk about Paralives, because, you know, Paralives is also an upcoming life simulation game. So here's the thing. When it comes to Paralives and the graphics, Paralives does look much more appealing. So, you know, this is an example of the graphics. Even though this is still in early access, no, not early access, it's still in early development. They're still going to, you know, improve on the graphics even better than this. I like the Paralives graphics way better. Right? Here's the thing, okay. So this is the house. Let's take a look at the characters, the para folks. Yeah, though I'm more fond of these graphics, even though I do prefer a realistic look. We'll see where this goes. And I like, you know, you can, how can I explain this? It's more focused. Like, I feel like you can get to focus more on the characters in Paralives, where in the Life by You, you kind of feel like you're out of focus from the characters. This is a problem that I had with The Sims 3, is that I never felt fully connected to the sim that I'm playing, because I felt like I've always been focused on the world itself, and it was hard for me to focus on the, it's, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe I have ADHD and diagnosed, probably. But with this, you get to like focus more on the character, and you kind of have a connection, a better connection with the character, where with the Life by You, it feels like you have more connection with the world and the city, just like in The Sims 3. I'm very excited for Paralives, by the way. The team is very nice. We have seen them talk about, they always share things on Patreon and stuff and the progress of the game, and I'm very happy for it. So, you know, both games look promising on their, you know, own ways. Though the difference is that Paralives is a game being developed by indie developers. So we have a small team, I believe 7 people at the moment, 7 developers, you know, who grouped up together and they're working on a video game. Versus the Lives by You is being developed by a whole company, like an official company, not an indie company. And both things have their pros and cons, right? When it comes to, you know, a small indie team, they have more freedom to do whatever they like without having to be restricted by things. They will probably listen to more players' feedback, and they will also they're doing this out of their passion because they love this kind of video game genre and they're trying to do something, so they're doing it out of love and passion and stuff like that. So hopefully we're gonna get something great with it. Versus with the Lives by You, it's being worked on by a company, and you know, while they also seem to be nice, honestly. The team that I've seen in the video seems to be nice, so I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's a company, they just want money, or it's just a, I'm not gonna say that, because they seem passionate about it as well. But yeah, with Paralive, since it's an indie, they're, you know, there's more likely going to listen to the players and give them what they want, and you know, work on the game because they love this genre, versus they want profit. But yeah, maybe the game will wait. Oh, I read that. The characters are so generic and ugly. This game needs its own art style. You mean Paralives or Lives by You? I'm assuming that you're talking about Lives by You. Some CC characters would probably make default skins for it, like The Sims 3. Interesting. Paralives is good too. We'll get that also. Paralives is so cozy looking. I worry that Paralives will be too small, but I still get to support them. Yeah, Paralives has fresh features. Right. I mean, Paralives is just a beginning. You know, they're only at early stages, and hopefully once it's released and they get like mad profit, I hope they get a lot of profit. You know, they're gonna expand their teams and be able to produce more bigger features with less time and stuff like that. But let me talk real quick about the mods or modding other games in general before I leave. So when it comes to modding and mods, I've seen, like with Paralives and with Lives by You and also with The Sims recently, they are supporting modders and custom creations way more than ever, and that is something, it makes me very happy. And also with the Curse Forge, they made it so that, you know, cats dropped something. That's okay. With the Chaos Forge, they're not supporting mods and stuff like that. And also I'm so thankful for players, because I like when I first started to create mods for The Sims 4, I never expected that I was going to come this far. Like I never thought anything of what happened was gonna happen. I moved from creating mods from The Sims 3, jumped to The Sims 4. In The Sims 3 days, when I created mods for The Sims 3, nothing was the same. Everything was different entirely. Like I created like what, 5 mods for The Sims 3, I believe. There were 5 mods. And back then, nobody created like videos showcasing mods. That wasn't a thing. That only became a thing like years later, right? The mods did not get recognition. Nobody was talking about mods. Nobody was talking about modders. Nobody was mentioning it. Like, to me, like, I was invisible, right? I was, okay, on a website, I have mods. People download them, leave me comments, and, you know, on YouTube trailers and on the downloads page. That was really cool. But there wasn't such a thing as, oh, there is something called modders, and modders are a big part of the game, and we're gonna create videos showcasing this mod and this mod and this mod. And you know, people, it wasn't a trend, right? Modding or downloading mods was not a trend. It was a niche back then. It wasn't very recognized back in the Sims 3 days. And but in The Sims 4, it's entirely different. It became a trend. People like start making videos about mods, and everybody's talking about mods, and then it became some sort of the normal thing for creators to mention modders. And that is something that I find very astonishing. It's very surprising. I was not expecting such a thing to happen, and I'm very thankful for it, because now whenever I watch a video by someone that I love, like Plumbilla, for example, they always mention, oh, modders are, you know, making the game better. You know, if it wasn't for the mods, a lot of players wouldn't be playing. And that's something new to me. It wasn't in the Sims 3 days, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for the players also for, you know, what they always say in the everywhere on social media. So thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, when it comes to updates, I am currently working on an update for the extreme violence mod. I am supposed to add news reporters. I have added, but I want to improve on them because I didn't like a couple of things. I want to make them better. And I am learning new things in Python. So I've recently figured out how to do key presses. So inside the game, if you press Q, I want your sim to like jump or shoot the gun or something like that. And I think that would be cool, but the problem is right now it's only working on Windows. It doesn't work on Mac. So I have to figure out how to make it work on Mac, and that's driving me insane. But yeah, I've talked too much, my throat hurts, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming. How long have I been live for? This was, let me see, an hour and 18 minutes. I see. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I really appreciate that you guys came, watched this, interacted with me in the chat. It means a lot. I've had such a great time, and yeah, we'll see where this is gonna go. Next time, hopefully I'll have the extreme violence update out. Not sure when. I'm not gonna promise anything because my 15 cats, girl. 15 cats. Life is not easy. Nope. And noisy ass neighbors that, but let's not talk about that. But yeah, see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming, and have a great day. Have fun, and bye. Love you all so. This is, I forgot it. Love you all so much. ADHD brain. Whatever. See you guys. Love you.